TUI, the large European travel company, TUI is reporting a collapse in summer bookings, late summer bookings, which is significant. There had been an early resurgence in bookings, which has now disappeared. The world's largest tour company says June's and July bookings now off 81% from last year. That perhaps is not as exceptional, but IATA expects Europe traffic to fall 60% this year and calls the near-term recovery highly uncertain. Rita Marques is the Portuguese Secretary of State for Tourism, joins me from Porto. Minister, it is good to have you with us. Look, the measures that are now being taken by countries like Portugal are dramatic. You're now offering to insure health and medical costs against COVID.
It's true. Hello, Richard, first of all. Yes, it's true. In fact, we have been developing a huge strategy in order to guarantee that everyone is safe here in our country. Of course, all the hotels and restaurants have been implementing sanitary rules, very strict sanitary rules. And on top of that, we have been instigating trust. In order to instigate trust, we have to have a very strong healthcare system. So we have been developing a kind of a protocol in order to ensure that everyone that travels to Portugal has medical assistance, either through a private network or through the national care system.
Do you think that's going to work much? Because, well, I suppose you obviously think it is because you wouldn't have done it, but is it going to work? Bearing in mind that travelling to a country, at least in the UK's terms, travelling to a country which is not on an approved list means your travel insurance is invalid. Is that what this is aimed at solving?
In fact, the only country that has continuously put us in the red list is the UK, because all the others, for instance, even yesterday we had good news from Poland. So most of the countries right now consider Portugal to be a safe destination, a safe tourist destination. Of course, we have been providing all the information to the UK. At the end of the day, we have not guarantee that we are in the green list for now, but we will continue to grant all the information to the British government. So at the end of the day, as I was telling you, I do believe that tourists that are planning to come to Portugal will see as positive the possibility to subscribe to the Portugal Health Passport, what we call it. It's a kind of a health passport that guarantees access at previously fixed price to high-quality healthcare systems.
Right. Now, the 13th of August, the summer season, two-thirds of the way through, it's pretty difficult to salvage anything from this in terms of a sudden boost in bookings, unless it's late summer. So as you come out of the summer, how much wreckage is there in Portugal's tourism industry?
If you come to Portugal right now, you'll see a lot of Spanish, French people, Italian. So, of course, we cannot compare the numbers that we are having today, this year, with ones that we got last year. Notwithstanding, we estimate a kind of 50%, maybe 50% less tourist receipts when compared to what we had last year. But still, people are coming. You know, for instance, if you address the routes, the flights are coming, and flight routes are, we pretty much have resumed 60% of them when comparing to the ones that we had last year. And the low capacity factors in the flights are pretty good. So it's working. People have to get out of from their homes. They have to, they need to travel. They need to, yeah.
Minister, as you plan, I mean, I get your point, but surely you've now got to start looking at rescue methods for those tourist companies, small businesses, beach salesmen, bars and the like, that were not able to make enough money in the summer to see them through the winter, through until next year.
Absolutely. You know, we have two big priorities. The first one is, of course, it relates with health issues. So, you know, we want to save lives. So pretty much our first priority is a sanitary framework, the correct sanitary framework in order to save lives and to guarantee that everybody is safe. The second priority is to maintain jobs and to create all the conditions that the companies have to, all the conditions to guarantee that the companies will survive. And we have investing a lot on that. So we have been outlining a couple of instruments, several instruments, financial, fiscal instruments, in order to guarantee that the companies survive through these tough times, through these deserts. Notwithstanding, I have to tell you, as I was telling before, that our estimates for this year are pretty much, when compared to last year, are pretty much worse, of course, but not as worse as we were estimating when the pandemic popped up.
We take whatever small blessings we can get in this pandemic, Minister, and so I appreciate you bringing me up to date on that, and we celebrate the 50% you got, whilst we regret the 50% you didn't. Thank you, Minister, for joining us. We'll check in again with you before the end of the summer.